Hello everyone, my name is Ivai Corina. I'm a student of Science Management in INTB 2024. Today I will explain the paper from Dr. Ali Al-Gahtani with the title of Are Leadership and Management Different? A Review. Before we start the discussion or the explanation, I will read the abstract of this paper as the summarize of or as a highlight or maybe a brief that we can learn together. Uh, First, Dr. Ali Al-Gahtani said in his abstract that management and leadership have been used differently by different people, while some use them as synonymous terms, other view them as two completely different words. However, the majority appreciate some similarities and differences between them. The aim of this review is to determine whether management and leadership are different. The finding of this review showed that management and leadership are two very distinct functions. Although management and leadership do share many similar duties, which consist of working with people and influencing others to achieve goals, management skills are used to plan, build, and direct organizational systems to accomplish mission and goals, while leadership skills are used to focus on a potential change by establishing direction, aligning people, and motivating and inspiring. In his paper, there are 4 keywords that we should remember. First, management, and then leadership, skills, and also differences. Now, we will talk more about the paper. The distinction between managers and leaders has long been debated. While many assume that all managers are leaders, this is not always true, as some managers don't practice leadership and some individuals lead without formal management roles. Scholars often argue that management and leadership are related, but not identical concepts. The extent to which they overlap remains contested. Some even view them as opposites, believing that a good leader may not necessarily be a good manager and vice versa. Leadership and management involve distinct activities, though they share similarities in influencing others to achieve objectives. Managers primarily focus on maintaining efficiency and order in the workplace, ensuring daily operation runs smoothly, while leaders challenge the status quo and drive innovation by pursuing long-term goals. In the dynamic modern workplace, both strong management and leadership are essential for an organization to achieve optimal success. Today, I will explain and compare the core definition of leadership and management, examine the distinct skills required for managers and leaders, and highlight the key similarities and differences between these two roles.
A few years back, leaders, entrepreneurs, and innovators formed companies, whereas managers were hired to run their operations. But nowadays, you will notice that our educational system is increasingly focusing on management education while downplaying the value of leadership. Also, there is a perspective change that treats both management and leadership as the same, which is not a mere reality. So today, in this video, we're going to take a deep dive into the most commonly used words in the business environment, leadership and management. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that bell icon to never miss an update from Simply Learn. An organization is led by 2 people, a leader who sets the vision or goals, and a manager who paves the path to reach those objectives with the assistance of his subordinates. To put it another way, management is an ability to climb the ladder of success, whereas leadership is the capacity to make sure that the ladder is against the right wall. Moving forward, let's first understand what leadership is all about. Leadership is the process of driving constructive, non-incremental change through meticulous planning, vision, and strategy. Workforce empowerment and adaptive decision-making also add up to the crucial attributes of leadership. To become a leader, you are not required to hold an authoritative figure in the organization. A leader is someone who always takes the initiative and invests a great effort to accomplish the company's vision. That is the only reason why people around start following them. Leaders, in general, are those who question the status quo. They are incredibly adaptive, change-savvy, visionary, agile, and creative. We have a dedicated video on leadership skills. Here's a video link to that. Now, let us understand what management is. Management is all about completing pre-planned tasks with the support of subordinates on a recurring basis. A manager is completely responsible to carry out the 4 important functions of management: planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Managers can become leaders if they adequately carry out leadership responsibilities, which include communication of good and bad, providing inspiration and guidance, and encouraging employees to rise to a higher level of productivity. But unfortunately, not all managers can achieve that. Managerial responsibilities are often outlined in a job description, with subordinates following because of the professional title or classification. A manager's primary focus is meeting organizational goals. They often do not take much else into consideration. With the title comes the authority and the privilege to promote, hire, or reward employees based on their performance and behavior. Moving ahead, we will look into the differences between leadership and management. The first area of difference is vision. Leaders are considered as visionaries. They set the path to excel the organizational growth. They always examine where the organization stands, where they want to go, and how they can reach there by involving the team in paving a future path. In comparison, managers set out to achieve organizational goals by implementing processes such as budgeting, organizational structuring, and staffing. Managers' vision is bound to the implementation strategies, planning, and organizing tasks to reach the objectives set out by leaders. However, both of these roles are equally important in the context of business environments and necessitate associative efforts. The next field of differentiation is organizing versus aligning. Managers pursue objectives through coordinated actions and tactical processes. They unfold targeted vision into small stages and organize available resources to achieve the desired result. Leaders, on the other hand, are less focused on how to organize people and more on finding ways to align and influence them. They accomplish this by helping individuals envision their role in a larger context and the future growth potential their efforts can provide. The third distinction between a manager and a leader is that a leader asks the questions what and why, whereas a manager focuses on the questions how and when. To do justice to their duties as a leader, one might question and challenge the authority to reverse decisions that may not be in the better interests of the team. If a firm has a stumbling block, a leader will be the one to step up and ask, "What did we learn from this? And why has this happened?" Managers, on the other hand, are not compelled to evaluate and analyze failures. Their job description stresses asking how and when, which helps them ensure that plans are carried out appropriately. They prefer to accept the status quo as it is and do not strive to change it. The final factor on our list is position versus quality. A manager is a role that frequently refers to a specific job within an organization structure, whereas the term leader has a more ambiguous definition. Leadership emerges as a result of your actions. If you are a leader and act in a way that inspires others to do their best, it makes no difference what your title or position is. A manager, on the other hand, is a job title that comes up with a predefined set of obligations. Leadership is a great quality that can make a significant difference in your respective careers. And with passing time, you can shape it by developing emotional intelligence and learning how to influence others. Leading and managing are two contrasting ways of making the employees work together more efficiently. Leadership is a spearhead for the new vision and initiatives, whereas management controls the resources effectively to bring those visions into the realm of reality. That's all that we have for today. I hope this video is helpful to all of you out there, and I wish you all the very best. Thank you for watching the video, and stay tuned for more from Simply Learn.
Hi there, if you like this video, subscribe to the Simply Learn YouTube channel and click here to watch similar videos. To nerd up and get certified, click here.
First, we start from the definition of management. Management, as defined by Katz in 1955, involves guiding and overseeing a group or organization through executive, administrative, and supervisory roles. Katz emphasized that management duties are primarily task-oriented, encompassing staff development, mentoring high-potential individuals, conflict resolution, and upholding ethics and discipline. While Kappa in 1991 further stated that the goal of the good management is to provide community service efficiently and sustainably. Furthermore, Kotter in 2001 described management as the job of planning, organizing, budgeting, coordinating, and monitoring organizational activities. And the last come from Nordhaus. In 2007, he added that the management is a process for achieving set objectives through the effective use of resources. Thus, management is a comprehensive process designed to meet organizational goals. Managers concentrate on the formal direction and control of their teams, resources, structures, and systems. Their primary goal is to achieve short-term objectives while minimizing risk and establishing standardization to enhance efficiency. Employees typically follow a manager's directives in exchange for their salaries, reflecting a transactional management style. Research indicates that effective management relies on three key skill sets. First, technical, second, human, and the last is conceptual. Technical skills involve proficiency in a specific area of work, which may encompass expertise in a specialized field or the ability to utilize relevant tools and techniques. Human skills are essential for working effectively with people, enabling managers to help team members accomplish tasks. Conceptual skills involve the ability to work with ideas and understand complex situations. Additionally, successful managers should possess qualities such as strong communication, organizational, negotiation, and delegation skills. Second, we move to the definition of leadership. Leadership is a complex and multifaceted phenomenon. It can be understood in various ways, including as a behavior, style, skill, process, responsibility, experience, function of management, position of authority, influencing relationship, characteristic, and ability. John Maxwell emphasizes that leadership is fundamentally about influence. According to Kotter in 1990, he said that leadership is the capacity for collective action to vitalize. Robert Greenleaf describes effective leadership as serving others while they choose to follow. Peter Drucker defines a leader as someone who has followers. Some theorists argue that leadership is a form of social influence. Despite the varied definition, the most focus on two key components: influencing a group to achieve a common goal and developing a vision. Leaders prioritize motivation and inspiration. Their goal is to ignite passion in order to follow their vision, pursue long-term objectives, take calculated risk, and challenge the existing status quo. A leader remains attuned to the needs of their followers, fostering a voluntary commitment where followers engage willingly, often guided by a transformational leadership style. To be effective, leaders should possess essential qualities such as integrity, vision, decisiveness, trustworthiness, commitment, selflessness, creativity, and strong communication skill. Additionally, they should demonstrate charisma, a sense of mission, the ability to positively influence others, and strong problem-solving skills. Now we will talk about management versus leadership. Leadership and management do intersect, but they are distinct concepts. Both roles involve influence, collaboration with people, and striving toward common objectives. However, they are viewed as fundamentally different fields. Katz argued that leadership is characterized by multidirectional influence, while management operates as unidirectional authority relationship. In 1977, Abraham Zalesnik published a pioneering article that explored the differences between leaders and managers. He emphasized that organizations require both effective managers and leaders to achieve their goals, but he argued that their contributions differ. Leaders drive change and embrace new approaches and seek to understand people belief to secure their commitment, while managers focus on maintaining stability, exercising authority, and ensuring tasks are completed. As a result, the roles of management and leadership necessitate different types of individual. In 1983, Watson pointed out that managers focus on maintaining structure and system, while leaders prioritize communication, motivation, and shared goals. He also introduced the 7S framework, which consists of strategy, structure, system, set values, skill, and style, arguing that it is more applicable to leaders than to managers. In 1985, Breman emphasized that leadership revolves around strategic motivation. And in the same years, Benes and Nanus captured the distinction by stating, leaders do the right things, managers do things right. And 5 years later, Bernard Bass said that leaders manage and managers lead are the two activities that are not synonymous. He explained that management function can provide leadership and leadership activities can aid management. However, some managers do not engage in leadership and some leaders do not fulfill management roles. Other researchers characterize leaders are inspiring, innovative, flexible, courageous, and independent, driven by passion and creativity. In contrast, managers are described as deliberate, authoritative, consultative, analytical, and stabilizing, emphasizing rationality and persistence. In 2003, Covey emphasized that leaders are visionaries who hold strong values and guide their teams toward common goals. And other researchers said that while managers concentrate on structures, tools, and processes related to work, leaders engage more with professional, social, and communicative aspect of their roles. And in the same year, in 2004, Hull and Ozerov observed that effective leaders are skilled communicators as they spend significant time with their followers. This engagement allowed them to understand their team members' strengths, weakness, and emotional states, enabling them to motivate effectively. According to Gosling and Murphy, leaders prepare organizations for change while fostering a sense of security among their teams. While, according to Warren Bennis in 2007, he said that managers do things right while leaders do the right things. So, taking everything into consideration, it seems clear that management and leadership share some roles, but it's crucial to distinguish between the two functions. Both leaders and managers aim to control and influence others, but their approaches to achieving goals differ significantly. Managers tend to exercise control through formal authority, while leaders inspire and motivate their followers through vision and influence. Striking a balance between management and leadership is essential for an organization's success. Additionally, For managers to be effective, it can be beneficial for them to adopt leadership qualities. Now I will explain the example of leader and manager based on the explanation of Zalesnik in 1977. Zalesnik tried to compare the differences between leader and manager from several variables. First, he said that a leader more focused on people, while manager focused on system and structure. And then leader has follower, while manager has subordinates. And third is leader has informal influence, and then while manager has formal authority. And fourth, leader has takes risk, and a manager has try to minimize risk. And then the other difference is a leader try to facilitate decision, while managers try to make decision. And a leader doing the right things, while manager doing things right. And then the other things is leader has a large range perspective, while manager has short range perspective. And then a leader has a transformational skills, while manager has transactional skill. And then maybe the difference can be seen from leader has set strategies and vision, while manager plans and budget. And then leader loves challenges, while manager also loves to try and maintain. And leader has values, while manager has rules. And the last is leader has innovation, while manager has standardization. And then there are some improvement in 1989 by Bernice that explain the differences between leaders and managers. First, it can be seen that leaders has innovates and creative, while manager seems to be like administrators. And then leaders has an original, while managers always trying to copy rather than make an original one. And then the third, leader always try to develop something, while manager tried to maintain something that has existed before. And the fourth is leader focus on people, while manager focuses on system and structures. And then the difference can be seen from leader inspire trust, while managers relies on controls. And then leader same with previous explanation in 1977 that leader has long range perspective, while manager has short range view. And then leader always asks what and why, while a manager pretend to ask how and when. And then leader has an eye on the horizon, while manager has an eye on the bottom line. And then leader always has trying to originate something, while manager trying to imitate something. And then leader has always to try to challenge the status quo, while manager try always accept the status quo. And then leader own person, while manager classic good soldiers. And then the last is leader does the right thing, while manager does things right. Now we jump into the conclusion. I believe some individuals possess the ability to effectively fulfill the roles of both leaders and managers, and leaders are typically the ones who initiate change, while managers are responsible for implementing those changes. However, executing new changes can be challenging, and managers may sometimes resist this process. I strongly agree with the view that balancing the roles of leaders and managers is crucial to achieving the best outcomes. Furthermore, I believe leadership has become essential in every organization, particularly in the business world, to navigate the rapid changes and diverse demands of this century. Organizations require both managers and leaders as their roles complement each other. An organization can only achieve optimal effectiveness when it possesses both strong leadership and solid management. In today's rapidly changing work environment, leaders are essential to help organizations face new challenges and drive transformation to gain a competitive edge. At the same time, managers are needed to ensure the workplace runs efficiently and that resources are used effectively. Ultimately, a successful organization must strike a balance between leadership and management to thrive. Now we jump into the conclusion. I believe some individuals possess the ability to effectively fulfill the roles of both leaders and managers, and leaders are typically the ones who initiate change, while managers are responsible for implementing those changes. However, executing new changes can be challenging, and managers may sometimes resist this process. I strongly agree with the view that balancing the roles of leaders and managers is crucial to achieving the best outcomes. Furthermore, I believe leadership has become essential in every organization, particularly in the business world, to navigate the rapid changes and diverse demands of this century. Organizations require both managers and leaders as their roles complement each other. An organization can only achieve optimal effectiveness when it possesses both strong leadership and solid management. In today's rapidly changing work environment, leaders are essential to help organizations face new challenges and drive transformation to gain a competitive edge. At the same time, managers are needed to ensure the workplace runs efficiently and that resources are used effectively. Ultimately, a successful organization must strike a balance between leadership and management to thrive. And then there are some improvement in 1989 by Bernice, that explain the differences between leaders and managers. First, it can be seen that leaders has innovates and creative, while manager seems to be like administrators. And then leaders has an original, while managers uh, always trying to copy uh, rather than make an original one. And then the third, leader always try to develop something, while manager tried to maintain something that has existed before. And the fourth is, leader focus on people, while manager focuses on system and structures. And then the difference can be seen from leader inspire trust, while managers relies on controls. And then leader, um, same with uh, same with previous explanation in 1977, that leader has long range perspective, while manager has short range view. And then leader always asks what and why, uh, while a manager pretend to ask how and when. And then leader has an eye on the horizon, while manager has an eye on the bottom line. and then leader always has trying to originate something, while manager trying to imitate something. And then leader has has always to try to challenge the status quo, while manager try always accept the status quo. And then leader own person, while manager classic good soldiers. And then the last is leader does the right thing while manager does things right.